Lights, camera, scandal. Cheating nearly broke them, but they turned pain into profit. From heartbreak to hustle, their empire thrives on raw honesty and genius branding. Join us as we unravel how infidelity sparked a billion-dollar legacy. Welcome to Celeb Love, Power Couple. In the late 1990s, a chance encounter set the stage for a legendary partnership. Beyoncé, then an 18-year-old rising star with Destiny's Child, met Sean Carter, known as Jay-Z, a 30-year-old rap mogul around 1999 or 2000. Sources like 17 magazine confirm Beyoncé's recollection of this meeting, noting their 12-year age gap. They crossed paths at an industry event, possibly the 2000 MTV Spring Break Festival, where Jay-Z later rapped about sitting next to her on a plane in his 2018 track 713. Their connection wasn't instant romance, but a deep friendship. Beyoncé shared with Oprah Winfrey in 2013 that they spent a year and a half as friends, talking on the phone, building trust. This foundation, she emphasized, was vital for their bond. By 2001, when Beyoncé was 19, their relationship turned romantic, as Jay-Z confirmed to Vanity Fair, recalling their early dating phase during a music issue cover shoot. Their chemistry soon spilled into music, with collaborations like '03 Bonnie and Clyde in 2002, cementing their status as a power couple. From a serendipitous meeting to a deliberate friendship-first approach, Beyoncé and Jay-Z's union began with mutual respect, setting a tone for a decades-long legacy. That's the start of their story. There would be storms and their ship would need to move against the tide, so how did they navigate it all and turn it into an empire? The elevator incident that started it all in 2014. May 5th, 2014, the Met Gala, fashion's biggest night, was winding down at the Standard Hotel in New York City. But as Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Solange Knowles stepped into an elevator, a private moment became a public spectacle. Surveillance footage, leaked by TMZ, captured Solange lunging at Jay-Z, her fist flying, while Beyoncé stood silently to the side. The grainy clip, devoid of sound, sparked a firestorm of questions. What triggered this outburst? Why didn't Beyoncé intervene? The internet erupted. Speculation swirled that Solange's fury stemmed from Jay-Z's alleged infidelity, with rumors pointing to designer Rachel Roy as a possible catalyst. Reports suggested Solange confronted Jay-Z after he flirted at the after-party, a claim Roy later denied. The lack of audio fueled wild theories, from personal betrayals to business disputes, but the infidelity narrative stuck. This wasn't seen as just a family spat. It was a crack in the carefully curated image of Beyoncé and Jay-Z's empire. The media frenzy was relentless. Tabloids dissected every frame, while fans, dubbed the Beehive, scoured social media for clues. The trio issued a joint statement, insisting they'd worked through it and were a united family. But the public's curiosity only grew. This elevator ride, a mere 3 minutes, became a cultural touchstone, birthing memes, hashtags, and endless debates. It laid bare the vulnerability of even the most powerful families and set the stage for a transformative chapter in Beyoncé and Jay-Z's legacy. But this was only the beginning. They would turn pain into profit. The question is, how? Lemonade, Beyoncé's explosive response, 2016. 2 years after the elevator incident, Beyoncé reclaimed the narrative. On April 23, 2016, she dropped Lemonade, a visual album that wasn't merely music, but a cultural reckoning. The world paused as HBO premiered the hour-long film, weaving raw emotion with stunning visuals. Lemonade was Beyoncé's soul laid bare, confronting betrayal, rage, and redemption. Songs like Sorry and Hold Up fueled speculation. Lyrics referencing Becky with the good hair and a lover's deceit pointed directly at Jay-Z's rumored infidelity. In Sorry, Beyoncé's defiant delivery of "He better call Becky" became a viral moment, sparking debates about who Becky was, with names like Rachel Roy resurfacing. Hold Up, with its imagery of Beyoncé wielding a bat, channeled pain into empowerment. Fans and critics alike saw Lemonade as her response to the 2014 rumors, transforming personal wounds into universal anthems. Lemonade shattered records. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, selling 653,000 units in its first week, per Nielsen Music. The album earned 9 Grammy nominations, winning Best Urban Contemporary Album and Best Music Video. Its cultural impact was undeniable, sparking conversations about Black womanhood, fidelity, and resilience. The Beehive amplified its reach, turning lyrics into memes and hashtags. Lemonade wasn't only a commercial triumph, it redefined vulnerability as strength. But Beyoncé's story didn't end with Lemonade. How did Jay-Z respond to this public reckoning? Jay-Z's confession in 444, 2017. In the wake of Beyoncé's Lemonade, the world awaited Jay-Z's response. On June 30th, 2017, he delivered 444, a raw, introspective album that stunned listeners with its vulnerability. Released through Tidal, the streaming platform he co-owns, 444 was a public confession, a husband owning his flaws. At 47, Jay-Z bared his soul, addressing the infidelity rumors that had shadowed his marriage since the 2014 elevator incident. The title track, 444, became the heart of the album. Lyrics like, "I apologize, often womanize," and "took for my child to be born, see through a woman's eyes," directly acknowledge his mistakes and the pain he caused Beyoncé. He referenced their children, Blue Ivy and newborn twins, expressing regret for risking their family. Songs like Family Feud, with lines about nobody wins when the family feuds, echoed the elevator clash with Solange, tying his apology to the broader narrative. Fans heard a man grappling with guilt, seeking redemption through honesty. The album reshaped Jay-Z's image. Once the untouchable mogul, he became relatable, a flawed human striving to grow. Critics praised its candor, with Rolling Stone calling it his most mature work. 444 debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling 262,000 units in its first week, per Nielsen Music, and earned 8 Grammy nominations, including Album of the Year. Fans connected deeply, sharing stories of their own betrayals and forgiveness on platforms like Twitter. The album's rawness bridged Jay-Z's personal reckoning with universal themes of accountability. 444 didn't only serve as therapy to heal a marriage, it also redefined a legacy. The business of scandal. The 2014 elevator incident could have shattered Beyoncé and Jay-Z's empire, but instead, it became their greatest asset. Controversy, when harnessed, drives engagement, and the Carters mastered this art. Lemonade and 444 didn't just bare their souls. They turned pain into a financial juggernaut, proving scandal can be a lucrative business. Lemonade, released in 2016, was a commercial titan. It sold 2.5 million copies globally by 2017 per the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry, and racked up 1.7 billion streams on Spotify by 2020. Jay-Z's 444, released in 2017, sold over 1 million units and garnered 1.2 billion streams by 2019 per Billboard. Their joint On the Run 2 tour in 2018 grossed $253.5 million across 48 shows, according to Pollstar, with merchandise like tour hoodies and vinyls boosting revenue. These projects dominated cultural conversations, amplifying their reach. The Carters controlled the narrative with precision. By addressing infidelity head-on, they disarmed tabloids and invited fans into their redemption arc. Social media buzz, from Beehive hashtags to viral lyric memes, fueled engagement, driving streams and ticket sales. Their authenticity resonated, turning personal turmoil into a universal story of forgiveness. This wasn't just art, it was strategic branding, monetizing vulnerability into a billion-dollar legacy. Beyoncé and Jay-Z didn't only survive scandal, they redefined it. Their empire thrives because they turned betrayal into a blueprint for success. Subscribe to explore more stories of resilience and reinvention. Everything is Love, the redemption arc. On June 16, 2018, Beyoncé and Jay-Z, billed as the Carters, unveiled Everything is Love, a surprise joint album dropped during their On the Run 2 tour in London. This 9-track project, released via Tidal, marked the culmination of their trilogy, following Lemonade's fury and 444's remorse. It was a bold declaration of reconciliation, showcasing a marriage rebuilt through honesty and resilience. Songs like Summer and Love Happy radiated renewed devotion. In Love Happy, Beyoncé raps, "We came and we conquered, now we're happy in love," while Jay-Z acknowledges past fractures. "We broke up and got back together." The apeshit video, filmed in the Louvre, positioned them as cultural icons, their black love defying historic institutions. This them, through music, rebranding their relationship as unbreakable, transforming scandal into strength. Everything is Love debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, selling 123,000 units and won a Grammy for Best Urban Contemporary Album. The Carters' dominance extended beyond music, with Tidal's expansion and their combined net worth surpassing $1.4 billion by 2018 per Forbes. Their empire, built on authenticity, redefined power couple success. The Carters turned betrayal into a billion-dollar brand. Billion-dollar empire built on transparency. Beyoncé and Jay-Z's openness about infidelity transformed their public image. By sharing their struggles through Lemonade, 444, and Everything is Love, they became relatable, not untouchable icons. Fans saw a couple navigating pain, forgiveness, and growth, mirroring universal human experiences. This vulnerability deepened their connection with audiences, turning personal trials into cultural touchstones. Their transparency fueled a financial empire. As of 2024, their combined net worth is $3.3 billion per Forbes, with Jay-Z at $2.5 billion and Beyoncé at $800 million. Beyond music, Jay-Z's Rock Nation, Tidal, and Deuce Cognac, alongside Beyoncé's Ivy Park and Sir Davis Whiskey, diversify their wealth. Their $200 million Malibu mansion and $100 million art collection reflect strategic investments. The On the Run 2 tour grossed $253.5 million per Pollstar, proving their marketability. Their lesson? Authenticity sells. By embracing flaws, they crafted a brand rooted in resilience. Pain became profit, and vulnerability became power. From scandal to triumph, Beyoncé and Jay-Z turned pain into a billion-dollar legacy. But what comes next for music's most powerful couple? Can their legacy withstand the test of time and the spotlight? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you love deep dives into celebrity relationships, hit that like button. Subscribe to Celeb Love and tell us which star's love life we should cover next. See you in the next video.